things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gators will kick it away to start. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quarterback on the keeper. On the move at the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
That's a really nice job running the option at the QB position. He reminds me of the great Heisman winner Cam Newton, who completely changed the trajectory of the Auburn Tiger football program. We transferred in, came to the Plains. It was just like they were shot out of a cannon offensively after that. His athleticism changed the game. Not just in Auburn, I think maybe even in the SEC. This guy has some unique ability.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Grabbed behind the line, it's Kane. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
This crowd on hand, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Using his legs, it's Henderson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. Under fire. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before... Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Gators are in the hurry up.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. No, he got boots. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. With the run on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Gator. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Got it in the middle with Simmons. Turning it on. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Auburn. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, we head to Dallas for a final update on one of the best games every year, the Red River Rivalry.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, it's Daniels. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Got a man. It's Montgomery. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Out of the gun to give to the back. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
They go to the ground. All down, Liddell moves the sticks as he picks up the first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the move. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. He's loose on the right.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back looking for room. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This crowd on hand, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Completes it in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Across the 25. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Houston. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Keep the sticks moving. Keep them moving.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Jackson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room, it's Henderson. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of...
There he goes! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Inside the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. On the run, it's Henderson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. To the air, it's Dyer. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, and watch out. Right midfield, he's got room. Oh, what a caught. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Montgomery. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Warner. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. This quarterback part of their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They boot it away on 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Buys a little time, and he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football. When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Richard. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Can't stop us, can't stop us.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He's brought down, but did you see the hit this freshman took as he delivered the football? The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Get it out on the screen. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown, Florida. And that one will give them the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 24 over Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on! They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll try the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38. And these guys are on the move. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. They feed him again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets open down the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking for a crease. It's Daniels. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. A shot toward the end zone. This ball is picked off in the end zone. He's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice.
Strong pass line.
They've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Floating away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give, and tick, 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 tick. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The give on the option. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. Timeout called by the defense. 13. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the umpire. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.